Who owns the knowledge? To be quite honestly, no one. How do you gain knowledge? By asking questions. That's how you gain knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is a sort of a guide to you. It's an accumulation of wisdom that helps you guide you through your life. Knowledge isn't the same. The knowledge that you have to operate a computer or build a computer or build a car is technical knowledge. But the very simple knowledge you need to get through life, anyone can attain, like how to eat properly, so you stay well through your life. How to entertain yourself without spending money, without the need to spend money, so you can go through life and enjoy the most simple of pleasures, and you get the most greatest joy without worrying about the cost of it. Going for a walk in the countryside, doing some exercise, cooking a nice meal for yourself. It's very, very simple knowledge that adds to your wisdom as you go through life. Because if you ask questions, how do I improve my health? How do I improve my mind? Then you are improving your whole body and your philosophy about your life itself. Life isn't easy. Life is meant to be a sort of a struggle, and it is a struggle. Anyone who thinks that life should be easy and would have no struggle whatsoever, people will cause themselves the greatest amount of struggle in the end. Each day, the wise know that life is a struggle. You have to fight to keep fit. You have to fight to keep your mind active. You have to fight for your life, in other words. Every day is a fight for your life, a fight for survival for as long as you can in this world, because you never know. No one ever really knows when the end will come due to a car accident, getting run over, falling over when you're drunk. This can happen to anyone. Just tripping up down the stairs kills many people in England every year. So each day you look forward to the struggle instead of avoiding the struggle. How do I cook a meal? It's not a struggle in the end to cook a meal, but it may be a struggle to learn how to cook a meal out of fresh food and wholesome food. That may be a struggle to start with to get a really good tasty meal. Or how to learn to write a poem. That might seem an old-fashioned thing to do, but actually it's a struggle that's worth going through because it develops the mind, and that helps together with the body and the mind to help the soul through its journey through life. Now, who owns the knowledge? What knowledge? The technical knowledge that's used to control the world, the technical knowledge that's employed by people in Silicon Valley and who make cars and make aeroplanes, that's wonderful technical knowledge that I have utmost respect for. I have utmost respect for the people who've attained through their own endeavours and practice these arts that then supply humanity with the goods it so desires. But that now we know the knowledge that we have now says that all that desire for all those goods, as the Buddha said, is a cause of all the suffering. And it's the suffering of the planet that we're observing caused by all that desire that is now seems to be and people are last focusing on this extremely important matter as we go forward on this earth. How do we not, no matter what, how do we not destroy this planet? How do we, as a human race, how do we consume less? Why should we consume less is the question. Why should we eat fresh food rather than and cook it ourselves, rather than spend an extraordinary amount of money on processed foods that may not be good for us. An occasional bit of anything doesn't harm you, but if it becomes addictive, then it becomes harmful, whatever it is. Consumption is an addiction, I think. And if we're brought up without that addiction, or not encouraged to have that addiction by our parents who'll be wise to that, then chances are we'll go through a life with not having the need to be shopping or consuming trinkets made in China or whatever, and go through life with a lot, and it becomes easier. Life then becomes a lot easier, because as you go on and gain this wisdom, you're not struggling to gain an income because of your desires are limited to what is simple and easy to attain, like good health, if you put the effort in, good food, without going to restaurants. And I'm not talking about people not going to restaurants if that's what they want to do. This is about wise choice. The knowledge that gives us wise choice is the one we should struggle to attain. And no one owns this knowledge. There's nothing stopping, now the internet's there and Google's there and all the books are there and all the advice is there on YouTube, how to attain good, healthy living. It's all there on YouTube. YouTube as a very valuable asset in that, and Google is, in that it allows anyone at all not just to be entertained by whatever that entertains them, but also to learn how to become healthier and wiser about their own life, about their own daily life. Each day we can improve ourselves. No matter how old we are, there's no age limit, in actual fact, to be able to improve our body and our mind. The idea of aging itself is a corporate concept. The idea that you are 65, you retire, and whatever, so you're no longer of use to the system, but you are used to yourself. You have a right to enjoy your life, no matter how old you are, and that's your own business. That's your own private affair. That has nothing to do with anyone else. But the thing is, the healthier you are as you go through life, the less of a burden you become on the health systems, and less of a burden become, therefore, on society, and less of a burden you become on the corporate system. If you are healthy and lively as you go through life, right up until your death, your demise, whatever that's inevitable for everyone. It's very difficult to avoid death. And with that in mind, it's better to live every day as if it's a new day. So you get up in the morning and you look after your health first. Don't rush to the carbs and the sugar and all those things that might be detrimental to you. You learn how to reduce your intake of food to more nutritious food, and learn how to reduce your intake of media and all that stimulation which may be disturbing you. You may be addicted now to being disturbed by what's on the media and giving great anxiety. And the great anxiety, regardless what the cause, is a cause of their own further getting illness and further complications in your own life. And so it's down to simplicity is the key to how we go forward in our life. The more simple pleasures we have, then we will find the greater happiness we can have at the lowest cost. It's actually quite simple to understand this knowledge above all knowledge. It may not make you rich, but in the end, it enriches your life far beyond anything any amount of money can give to you. Because in the end, life itself is more, and your health and your mind is more precious than all the riches in the world. Thank you.